So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
Hunter has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They'll look to run with Williams, and he's in for the touchdown. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, bro.
Yep, even in the passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That is your old-school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. Catch made. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Nick's now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. This is Ingram looking the left side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Nix is hit. He lost that football. But the Broncos will get it back. It's up play to recover that one. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Silverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Nix. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Well, we all knew who that final pass was going to go to. That entire drive really ran through him, and it continued all the way to 6.
Kind of became clear, right? After the 2nd or 3rd catch, somebody this defense overlooked in their game plan, and it took exactly 1 series to exploit it. Now, offensively, call it till they stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. There's a dime up the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And it brings up an L.A. first down.
He's not their bell cow. He's not a breakaway type of runner, but he didn't need to be. He just had to get forward and reach the 1st down before the defense could pivot and stop him.
And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Kyren Williams, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Give to Williams from the gun. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Screen here for Williams. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an L.A. 1st down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Carry by Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back now, pressure coming. That one connects. It's an LA touchdown. The Rams get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Finds Mims. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Here's Nix to throw. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
A gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
On first down, it's Nix. He completes it in traffic. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
First down, Denver.
Nix with it on first. He's got it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Brings up second and 2 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
Nix to throw again. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Nix from the gun. This finds Franklin. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Got for big yards on the right side. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but showing a love for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
Setting up to throw. Called in left side. And this one does not go far. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
A gain of 16 yards.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
14.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he made it 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Nix now to throw. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Pulled in at the 20. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to break him down. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Ready? 72.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win. Real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Dunk off, caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Go! 60 by...
3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. He'll throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's good for 7 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's into the hands of Franklin. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. We'll work against the blitz. This one's caught. He's still going at the 30. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second down, give to Harvey. Defender gets you him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play, and it's third down.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. They put a receiver in motion here left. On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Able to get it to Franklin. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Motion.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Here's another for him. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Set up. Hurry, Hawk 70.
They'll throw to start the drive. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up. Jones.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Nix to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They motion a receiver left. On 3rd down, here's Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. From 37 yards in the right hash. Charging down the middle, and they block it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, set. 18, ready. 70, Timberwolves. Take up.
He's going to throw this one. Finds him over the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Let's go. Go.
Back to throw. It's caught by Williams. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Pass play coming here. It's this one to Blake Corum. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Now to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. He's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They've got less than 40 seconds to work with. Not impossible, but got to recover this kick. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them. And that should put the finishing touch on this victory.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. Fights his way through a tackle. And he goes down a little short of the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
They go counter, it's Moss. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Harvey headed right. And he's rerouting towards the middle. Only gets him a couple. It's 3rd down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Setting up to pass. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
They're going to pass it here. Outright, and Ingram makes the ground. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Chad Ryland.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
19 tight. Go!
They'll throw to begin this drive. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
19.
Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length. You got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Panthers 60. Panthers, trap 60. Trap 60.
Here he goes. One final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So it's a win for the Broncos. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.